listening to NPR, and you know that I'm changing the world with these stickers all over my car.
Code changes for you to remember, Edmund. I'll get remember all these code changes now.
We want opposition to the £22 million worth of cuts the Cardiff Council is going to vote through today. We are calling on councillors, instead of enthusiastically swinging the Tory axe to protect us from the cuts, to say that they will refuse to pass on the cuts, instead that they'll use reserves, that they'll borrow if need be, and in the meantime build a campaign demanding adequate funding. It is not enough.
No ifs, no buts, no public
and there's nothing they can do to fight the cuts. No ifs, no buts. No ifs, no buts.
no public sector cuts,
No ifs, no buts.
no public sector cuts,
No ifs, no buts.
no public sector cuts.
And we're just at the beginning of the campaign.
We know that if this budget is agreed, it'll be a foretaste for a lot worse that's going to come. That is not what the people of Cardiff want. The families and the communities did not create the current crisis, and we didn't find the problems had anything to do with our making. The so-called deficit is not our fault. It is the problem and the fault of the political elites and the business elite. Comrades, in an attempt to even justify their budget for 2011-2012, the council said the council tax will only rise slightly. Well, there are workers in the city whose wages won't rise at all. They haven't risen for years. Whilst inflation soars, many cannot afford to pay the council charge. Never mind extra council charges they're putting on us.
You have all heard about the cuts, the closure of the local authority homes. As a social worker, I know local authority homes are of a high standard. They produce an excellent set of care for older people. It's often, not always, but often better than private care. I want also to talk about what's happening to more hidden groups of people. People with learning difficulties, living in the community. They are looked after by not-for-profit organisations funded by the council. These organisations, as we speak, are reorganising and making redundancies, because we know all those services are going to be re-tendered in March. And when that happens, we know from experience it's the people who will get them, the organisations will get them, who charge the least. And you cannot provide good services on peanuts.
You know that I'm not a racist. I've been on the side of the blacks all along, and I always give a few extra dollars to the young man who mows my lawn. And I've never read Emma Goldman, but I know that she must have been wrong. So love